Why is everyone hitting 180 in baseball? It's like 200 is now acceptable. It's ridiculous. That used to be the Mendoza line.
Yeah, it's acceptable if you somehow can hit like 25 dingers, but like I'm sorry, I feel like you'd be better off with 40 extra singles than 40 extra strikeouts. I don't know.
Well, those guys, but that's Will Clark. That was a really good clip from Will Clark. Besides his rage, his point was a good one.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of old boomers like me don't like about today's game is that these hitters aren't hitters. They're not Ichiros. They're not Tony Gwynn's.
They're robots. They're robots up there to hit home runs.
They're trying to do the same thing every time, and that's not baseball to us. Baseball is moving a runner over, slapping it to the hole. 0-2, shorten up.
Fouling off enough pitches till you get the one that you want, whatever.
Yeah. And I mean, my God, what was the stat? I think you might have told me this the other day off the air. Somebody has already struck out more times this year than Tony Gwynn did in a whole season.
Oh yeah, it was Rafael Devers. Like he did it. He struck out more times I think it was like more times in the first week of the season than Tony Gwynn did in all of 1997 or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so of course we glorify that. I mean, I know it's changed. I wouldn't say it's better or worse. It's just harder for guys like us who grew up with that to watch this. I hate watching these guys.
Well,
except,
frankly, like it also takes the action out of the game because if the strikeouts are up and the batted balls in play are down, then no one on defense is ever doing anything. So there's literally less action in the game
for sure. And they've talked about that, banning the shift and all that stuff. They did a good job last year. Our eye was off the ball because we were talking about the pitch clocks, and the pitch clocks really worked to help speed up the game. But now we're back. Now that we've got that problem seemingly fixed, we're back to, oh, yeah, there's still not that much action. And Cedric Mullins strikes out again.
What if we made it so if you're not hitting 200, you can't be in the starting lineup?
How about 250?
Sure. How many guys in the pros right now can hit 250?
Well, let's dip into the minors. Get some Punch and Judies up there.
That's what baseball needs to get back on track.
Half the league is batting under 240 as a team.
Oh.
I looked that up today. Half of the teams in the league are under 240. And I went back to 2002. You have to go back that far. Not one team was under 240. In 2002, the worst team batting average was the Pirates at 244 with Brian Giles and those bros. This year, 15 teams are batting under 240 as a team so far. Only 4 teams in the whole league have a batting average over 260.
That's nuts.
4.
The best hitting teams in the league.
Meanwhile, yes, the best hitting team in the league right now is at 270. It's insane. It's obscene. And that's, I think, it's obscene. If I recall, I think it's the Padres. But anyway, the reason I got fired up about this is somebody said, and then there's Aaron Judge, who just had a couple more hits today. He's hitting like 420.
Somebody says that Mike Trout is hitting 175, but he's second in the league in homers, and so everyone's giving him major credit for being back.
Is that true? Is he really? I saw he's hit a lot of homers.
I'll look and see what it is.
Is he really hitting 170? Because he's a good hitter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know if he is anymore, but I haven't watched him yet this year. But
he is hitting 177 with 8 dingers.
Oh, my God. And, Trout's back. See, that pisses me off. Yep. He's not back if he's hitting 177. He's a better hitter than that. Is he turned into one of these guys? So Aaron Judge,
I hope not, because he was the anti-version of that. He was like the roll out of bed and hit 350 guy.
You watched Aaron Judge? You watched much of that dude?
Not recently. I mean, I have in his career, but I haven't been watching a lot of him this year.
He's unbelievable. He's like the only guy worth watching. Although somebody else brought up Stephen Kwan. He's hitting like 330.
The Quaner.
You know what? That is a good one. Because Judge is just he's a beast. Kwan he hits home runs some, but he's more of
he's the art of the
old school. Guy. Yeah, he knows how to
work a count in a situation and all that.
Taught to him by Pat Casey, probably.
Probably.
Dear friend of the program.
Did you see he was involved in a mid-game gender reveal, Stephen Kwan?
What?
Yeah, one of his teammates was like he and his wife were expecting, and so someone gave him a blue or a pink wristband to put in his back pocket, and then when he got up to the plate right before he hit, he put on the color, and then his teammate and wife knew what they were going to have, a little baby girl.
And no one on the broadcast or on the field knew anything else?
No, well, I don't.
Just like,
that part was unclear. I only saw the caption with the clip of him like looking to the umpire and saying, "Hold on a second," and then pulling out a pink armband and putting it on, and then going back to his at bat.
I kind of don't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's subtle. It's not like some
Yeah.
grandiose thing.
It's not disruptive.
Yeah.
He's willing to do it for you. It's unique.
It's cool.
And it's good for whoever's watching.
Yeah.
And everybody else is none the wiser. I like
right.
it. So anyway, Aaron Judge is batting like 424 now after today. Is that dude already in the best Yankees of all time conversation?
Ooh.
Because that may sound blasphemous because you have,
of course,
Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris and Lou Gehrig.
Even with recency bias, like he was getting crushed this last postseason.
I know.
For not being able to just striking out and not being able to hit anything. And
he hit 320 last year with 58 home runs and 144 RBI. And of course, everybody now, the big thing in baseball is OPS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is on base percentage plus slugging.
Yeah, OPS.
OPS. His OPS is 1.159. And for those that don't have any frame of reference for that, which is probably a lot of you, that is 7th all-time for his career. All-time. So when you talk about Ruth and Mantle and DiMaggio, all the great Yankees, dude, Aaron Judge, numbers-wise, he's kind of right with them, although, of course, it's an incomplete. But he has hit a home run every 11.3 at-bats. The only player ever with a better home run rate per at-bat was
What was the OPS number again?
Was Mark McGwire. The OPS number this year, I think it was last year, 1.159. His lifetime OPS, which is 10 seasons, is 7th all-time.
Gosh.
Whatever that number is. I don't have that actual number written down, but he's 7th all-time. And in weighted runs created, which is a shining new sexy analytic that a lot of people think is the best number for overall batting prowess, there are only 2 players ever better than him, Babe Ruth and Ted Williams. So the numbers, before you laugh at Aaron Judge, one of the greatest Yankees of all time,
they stack up.
His numbers, and think about the other numbers that other people in the league are putting up.
Because the rest of the league's going the other direction.
Yes.
So to be doing that now,
exactly,
when that's the opposite of the trend, makes it that much more impressive.
Has there ever been a bigger disparity? There would be no way to prove this, but has there ever been a bigger disparity in the league average and its stars output?
No, I wouldn't imagine.
It's crazy. It's as if Aaron Judge is hitting in the steroid era when guys were hitting 65 home runs, yet he's not hitting in the steroid era. He's hitting in the era where every single guy is hitting 180. No one can hit except him. He's cracked the code. He can't be stopped. It's unbelievable.
Is he a torpedo guy?
I don't know if he is or not.
I don't either.
I don't know. He is not, because remember he came out and said, "Look, it's not for me because I'm pretty damn good." But he sees why people do it. Yeah, he doesn't hit. He doesn't use it. Cody Bellinger uses one though, because that guy can't hit. He's batting 180.
Yeah, that's kind of what he does now, huh?
That's what they all do. Julio Rodriguez is supposed to be some freaking rock star. He's batting 189. And I get it. It's early. But
we're almost at the end of the month now.
It's not pretty, man. I'm like Will Clark now. I'm all fired up. I'm pissed. Get me out there. That's what it is.
Yeah, you'll foul off a pitch or two.
I'm like Joe Biden. Remember when Joe Biden was in Congress saying, It's guys like you, Rafi Palmeiro and Mark McGwire, that cost guys like me a chance at the bigs.
What a take. What a take.
I'm like that. I should have been out there hitting like Ichi.
Yeah.
Batting
Canseco,
310.
those guys weren't juicing up. Rop would have been out there.
That's right. That's right. Me and
well, you're a lefty. You would have played first base instead of Big Mac.
Who's the little who's the former Beaver? Played for the White Sox and Cubs.
Nick Madrigal?
Madrigal, yeah. He was like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a grinder.
Yeah, he's 1 home run, maybe 2. How many career home runs does Nick Madrigal have?
I'll say 8.
Really?
I don't know. I feel like even everybody gets them these days. I don't know.
I don't know, man. He wasn't hitting home runs. I'm going to look that up. I got you. 4. 5 seasons, 4 home runs. But batting average, 274. I mean, look, he kind of flamed out, but I don't even know where he is now. Is he still with the Cubs?
It appears he's with the Mets.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I like hitters like that. We need more of them.
Is he? I'm trying to see if
Quan.
he's playing. He has yet to play a game this season, though. So I don't know.
Yeah,
if
he's not cracking that lineup. Even though that lineup is, I mean.
Well, but I mean, he hasn't even gotten at bat, so he's either in the minors or he's hurt.
Kind of relegated to backup duty now, but he had a moment there. So we can't answer the question why everyone in baseball is hitting 100, like 150.
We
but
just know that they suck.
We just know that they all suck, and Aaron Judge does not, and it's wild.
Yeah.
And that's really the segment.
That's about right.